All right, nothing to disclose here. So we've already heard today how much point-of-care testing, alternative testing technologies are starting to be scaled up. It's really great to see. But if we are going to implement these tests into policy, we need to ensure that they're acceptable for participants and patients, and important that we understand that so that we can scale up testing and achieve elimination, both in Australia and I think worldwide as well. So the aim of this study was to assess different patient preferences for testing by comparing the uptake of them when participants were given a choice, which is the important part here. So we had participants from the Australian National Program, and they were included into the study and asked to select and complete a test, and then provide the reason for their choice. We then analysed the uptake of these tests, and I'll just be presenting the preliminary results as of the 1st of October. So you can see here, this is just a screenshot of one of the visuals that we gave participants so that they could understand the different test modalities that were on offer. So there's information there about time to result, who performs the test, so self-collected or a healthcare worker, time spent at the clinic. And our participants were offered 2 different sets of tests depending on their history of exposure to hepatitis C. So those with no exposure of hepatitis C were given the option of all 5 tests here, and those with exposure of hepatitis C, self-reported, were only offered the RNA tests as we assumed an antibody status. I won't go through all of them, but you can see there's a mix there of time to result, RNA, antibody tests, staff-assisted and self-collected. So the preliminary results, these are the results of those with no history of infection. So we had 226 participants in this group, and by and large, most selected the staff-assisted INSTI antibody test, followed by the gene expert test. And interestingly, maybe in conflict to Mohammed here, only 4% chose the self-administered INSTI antibody test. Of those that selected the staff-assisted INSTI, our most popular in this group, the reasons for selecting it were the short time to result and short time required at the clinic. Now looking at those with history of infection, most by and large selected the gene expert, so 89% out of the total 125 in this group, and 8% selected dry blood spot testing. You'll see here as well, a couple selected an INSTI test, which was off protocol, but still included it here. The main reasons for selecting the gene expert were the short time to results, wanting to find out the RNA result on the same day and having used the test before. And we will be conducting some logistic regression moving forward to sort of understand patient behaviours and characteristics that might have influenced this choice. And I'm out of time, but I think it's really important to understand how we can use these tests moving forward. I think there's some interesting points here that very few preferred self-testing over the staff-assisted test. So potentially there's some more research to do about what we do and where we look for acceptability of self-testing. But overall, it's really important that we're looking at patient preferences moving forward for alternative testing technologies. Thank you to all the national program sites.
Thanks, Annabelle. We've got time for one question.
Yes. Thank you. Hi, I'm Nikki Palmer. I work for Public Health Wales. I'm just interested that you didn't have the quick oral swab on your list of POCT.
Yeah, I think just we couldn't choose every single test. These the ones that we had available to us, and I think there was a point where we had quite a large list, and in the end a lot of them had similarities. I know that's saliva collected, so that would be interesting to look at as well, but yeah, had to keep it small-ish. Yeah, but that'd be interesting to look into.
Thank you.